Coming up on Mountain News at 6, a death investigation in Pulaski County. We'll hear the jailhouse interview from a 76-year-old man now in custody facing drug charges. And Senator Rand Paul's office is partnering with federal, state, and local organizations to reach out to veterans.
Plus, we are tracking near average temperatures by Wednesday and Thursday. Those details coming up as Mountain News at 6 starts now.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 6.
He says he was only visiting his girlfriend when she died, and police busted him for a lot of drug offenses. A Rockcastle County man is now talking to us from the Pulaski County Jail about a wild series of events in a Somerset apartment Sunday night. Police say the 76-year-old man was dealing drugs and was in an unusual position when his girlfriend was found dead. WYMT's Phil Pendleton spoke to the suspect and police about what took place.
Johnny Bullock has been in the Pulaski County Jail since Sunday night. The 76-year-old man said he is innocent of the drug charges that he is facing. On top of that, he is dealing with the death of his girlfriend, Linda Lawson.
I don't know. I don't know. She was fine. We went to bed. And I don't know what happened.
But Sunday night, just before 7, police say a welfare check brought them to the Somerset Shoreline Drive apartment where Bullock didn't answer the door. He said there's a good reason for that.
I tried to push her legs off of me, you know, where she was across me, and I couldn't get nothing under. I couldn't answer the door or nothing, and she was on top of me.
But Sheriff Bobby Jones says when they did come into the apartment, he was on top of her, and she was dead.
Yes, that was the unique thing. He was laying on top of her. I have no knowledge of why he was lying on top of her.
Police say drugs were found all over the apartment. Bullock says they weren't his.
Was in the wrong place, wrong time.
Bullock says he was only visiting and the drugs didn't belong to him.
She take care of me and I'll take care of her if we're down.
Police say the large quantity tells them someone was dealing drugs. As of now, Bullock is the one facing the charges. In Pulaski County, Phil Pendleton, WYMT Mountain News.
The Pulaski County coroner says Linda Lawson's cause of death is still being looked into, but deputies say there is no sign of foul play. One person is dead following a crash in Johnson County. The crash happened this morning. The Johnson County Sheriff's Office says it was at the intersection of Kentucky 1428 and Kentucky 302 in the Hager Hill community. 60-year-old George Fitch of Mealy died in the crash. Two people from Williamsburg are behind bars after police pulled them over during a traffic stop. Williamsburg PD performed the stop along Kentucky Highway 92 East yesterday. During the encounter, deputies found substances believed to be meth and heroin. Bradley Parton and Bailey Hill, both 23 years old, were charged with possession of a controlled substance and possession of drug paraphernalia. They were taken to the Whitley County Detention Center. A London man was arrested on DUI charges following a crash last week. Deputies with the Laurel County Sheriff's Office responded to a complaint that an intoxicated driver may have caused a crash last Friday evening. When they arrived at the scene, they found 65-year-old Kermit Bruner of London involved and under the influence. He is facing several charges and also had 2 outstanding warrants. Bruner was taken to the Laurel County Correctional Center. Officials with the Mingo County Sheriff's Office in West Virginia are asking for help finding a suspect involved in a property incident. Take a look at your screen. The incident reportedly happened in the Williamson area. If you have any information about this case, you're asked to contact the Mingo County Sheriff's Office at 304-235-0300. This year marks the 20th anniversary of Cybersecurity Awareness Month, and experts say Kentuckians need to be vigilant. They say to remember to check the domain and avoid pop-up ads. Alex Risen of Fishing Box says Kentuckians need to be even more careful with the recent legalization of sports betting.
Now that sports betting is legalized in Kentucky, sports books, likely to continue to be opening across the state. people will be targeting you from a cybercrime perspective just based on your location.
In the last few months, both MGM Resorts and Caesars Entertainment say they have been the victims of cyber attacks.
Well, dreary weather does continue across the mountains into your Tuesday evening, but some good news, the sunshine is not too far away. That will return by tomorrow. But this evening, we stay cloudy. Here's a live look from the WYMT studio, and we are overcast, also chilly. That current temperature 52 degrees, and most of us in the middle to lower 50s at this hour. 51 for Pikeville, 46 in Wise, 54 in London, 55 over in Somerset at this hour. So once again, we are below average, and we stay chilly as we go into tonight. Those lows in the upper 30s and lower 40s as you wake up on Wednesday. But again, we stay dry tonight, also tracking some clearing conditions, and a really nice day is on the way on Wednesday, so be sure to enjoy that because we are tracking an increase in those rain chances by Thursday, also Friday. Some much needed rainfall on the way later on this week. That full forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Steve?
Cameron, thank you. FEMA is granting money to one eastern Kentucky county to help them continue to recover from last year's devastating floods. More than $1.3 million in federal funding will go to Clay County. These funds will reimburse the local government for repairs it did to Crane Branch Road, which was heavily damaged by floodwaters. FEMA says the damage severely limited emergency vehicles' access to those in need of help. Federal, state, and local organizations are finding ways to help veterans across the country. WYMT's Chandler Wilcox tells us how those organizations are reaching out to veterans here in eastern Kentucky.
Senator Rand Paul's office partnered with veterans organizations for an outreach event in Whitesburg.
Events like this where we can get out in the community and extend a hand to the people on the ground level is really the best way to stay connected.
Pace and others are looking to help veterans get the benefits they need.
We want to contact the federal agency on their behalf and try to seek resolution for the issues that they're facing.
Not only are organizations working to reach out now, but also figuring out how they can craft legislation for the future.
This bill, again, little or no cost, but it's one we really want to push across the board.
SESCO is referencing House Resolution 3933 and Senate Bill 928. The House resolution could expand suicide awareness for veterans.
It's other things other than mental health for a veteran to take their own life. They could be getting ready to lose their house. They maybe lost their benefits. They may need help with, job opportunity, whatever.
Senate Bill 928 could speed up access to benefits upon discharge from the military.
What you need to know is your benefits after service. It's a hard enough transition as it is to go from a veteran to civilian life because your entire life is structured in the military.
Through those bills and outreach events, organization leaders hope veterans' voices are heard. In Whitesburg, Chandler Wilcox, WYMT Mountain News.
SESCO also says folks may be more likely to join the military if they know about their benefits once they leave. To a great story out of Middlesboro now. 2 high school students there have been accepted into a prestigious program with Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Juniors Aiza Ahmad and Kayla Heck were both accepted into the MIT Beaver Works Fall 2023 outreach program. The program focuses specifically on 11th grade girls across the nation who have interest in STEM-based fields. The 7th annual East Kentucky Strong event kicked off today in Pikeville, bringing students into the Appalachian Wireless Arena for a day of celebrating and collaborating woman to woman. WYMT's Buddy Forbes has a peek at the Pink and Blue Banquet.
In the mountains where memas are the matriarchs, the celebration of leading ladies is only growing.
In this area, we need people to show us that women can be more than just a housewife, traditional things.
Yeah.
We can be more than just staying at home. There's opportunities for us out there.
The East Kentucky Strong Conference brought more than 300 high school juniors to Pikeville for a forum all about females.
This is a very powerful conference for all of these young ladies because all of our high schools and the city school, they all come together and they get to interact in breakout sessions. They get to see women throughout the region coming in, putting on demonstrations.
With sessions, speakers, songs, and career and college spotlights, the strength of the region's women was put on full display.
You hear a click, that's what you want to hear.
We focus on empowering them, we focus on helping them to understand that their voice matters, and we need to hear from them, and they need to speak up, and also just knowing that they have lots of options in their future.
A Breakfast at Tiffany's theme brought in blue and pearls, combining the pretty frills with the powerful females.
I think it's really motivational for women, for like us all to be surrounded by other women and know like what we all have similarities in and stuff.
To show the next generation their gender is not a stumbling block, but a superpower.
It's really fun, and it's really cool meeting everybody and seeing like what they did to get where they are now.
And they can be East Kentucky strong by being
stronger together.
In Pike County, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
Event partners like the University of Pikeville, Pikeville Medical Center, Galen School of Nursing, and more were part of the program, showing young women a variety of careers and training opportunities here in the mountains.
Well, we stay gloomy for this evening, but sunny weather is back by tomorrow. Those details coming up. Plus,
October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, a time many folks wear pink and honor those we have lost, those fighting and the ones who have overcome breast cancer.